Hello and welcome to another collection video. I haven't done one of these since December, and during that time and now, a few new things have been added to this collection, so I wanted to give an update on it. I think I reviewed some of the stuff on top, but in case that I did, the one new thing that's up there is this Kenner Star Wars package for, celebrating the 40th anniversary, and we'll get more into that once we get to the Star Wars stuff, because there's been some new updates for that. But as you can see, this has pretty much remained the same. But down on this shelf we have a few new things. So the Bride of Frankenstein is now up on this shelf with the other Universal monsters. I think she fits in pretty well. And we've added Frankenstein from Son of Frankenstein. Look at that face. That's pretty much Karloff, and it has Inspector Krog's arm. And we also have the Gill Man. I love this figure. It's not the big diorama set, but that was really expensive. I was able to get this one for a pretty good price, and just look at that. It looks like he just came out of the water and everything. I love this figure. And a few things have been added here. I put the Ultron and Venom up here. This little robot I decided to put here came with the DC icon Superman, but I put him up here for some reason. Don't really know why, but I think he looks pretty interesting, like a little ET robot. Here's Star-Lord, man. I'm debating getting the other movie Guardians. I don't know if I want to or not, because there's so many other Marvel Legends that I really want that are coming out. But if this is the only one, I'm okay with it, because I just love this look. He looks a lot better than the original release of Star-Lord, minus the big trench coat. Although I do want to get a Nebula. So, some of the things are still here that you recognize. I got Vasquez from Aliens. There was a release of Hudson and Hicks. I'm debating if I want that or not. Probably not. But, man, this looks so badass. Love it. What else? I've had these for a while. I just decided to put them up. These Dark Knight figures. And for a while I had the Dark Knight Rises figures up here too. But since I've kind of, after thinking about I know this was the first review I did on the Dark Knight Rises where I gave it a really good recommendation, but since then I've kind of fallen out of favor with the Dark Knight Rises, and these are the ones that I'm just keeping up here, just Dark Knight stuff. There's this Bombshell Harley Quinn, and I've said how I'm not really a big fan of the really revealing outfits of Harley, but there's kind of a charm to this one. It looks like really World War II-esque. I mean, it's the bombshells. And also, I love the head sculpt. It's an adorable head sculpt. I like that, so I did get that. I did get a Power Rangers figure. This is from the Power Rangers I grew up with, Power Rangers in Space. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to get that, at least. I got this new Colossus, and I was debating replacing the old Colossus I had. That was the original intent, but as I started posing him around, he's one of those figures that looks better in packaging than in hand, but I'm not getting rid of him because I still like this figure a bit. He looks, I think, a lot better with the beard, actually. I got an additional Khan here, and this is from Wrath of Khan. I replaced the Bane. I switched the Banes, so the big Bane is with the Arkham stuff, and the little one is here. And not much else. There are some differences with the Shelf of Awesomeness. So there are a few Disney items that I found that I owned years ago. I mean, these are the same ones, but I decided to put them on the shelf. So there's this little Tinkerbell, a Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Cogsworth. And I moved the Phantom of the Opera mask onto the wall, so you'll see that near the end of the video. This is the Pokemon Yellow game that I grew up with. I found that, and I'm still holding on to it. I got this at a garage sale for $1 this weekend. It's a Star Trek The Next Generation globe, and if you replace the batteries, it'll light up and it'll play the theme song. So there was a big Star Wars sale a few months ago at my comic book store, and it had a Thrawn figure and a Mara Jade figure, and I'm keeping Thrawn in package. There is going to be a Black Series Thrawn figure that I'm going to try and get my hands on. And also I decided to bring out these Spider-Man toys from my past, and you saw these in the Spider-Man reviews, the Green Goblin and Spider-Man. I'd love to get a Doc Ock. This is Kit from Knight Rider, a little little Hot Wheels kit from Knight Rider. I'm keeping that in the package. Maybe I'll do a discussion on Knight Rider one of these days. I am doing a review of a certain TV show that will hopefully come out soon. there is some traditional Kenner packaging for some Black Series, and you'll see these figures soon enough when we get to the Black Series stuff. And now for this shelf, I know I said I wasn't going to get any Ghostbusters, but I was able to make room. So I am going to try and get the other two Ghostbusters, because Peter was a nightmare to find, but I managed to get him. And I have a Janine, like I said I was going to try and get. And the Godzilla stuff is the same. I moved the Ninja Turtle stuff also, and so here's some of the Marvel Legends. New additions are the Black Suit Spider-Man, which is very, very stiff. It's a danger to move this guy around. I've heard stories about how one of his arms, where his arms would break off and stuff like that. And I got Iron Fist. I haven't seen the Iron Fist TV show. I hear it's kind of a stinker. And I did put the classic Ninja Turtles on this shelf right here. So let's move on. Actually, so I do have some Funko Pops. I think I've showed some of them off before, but new ones consist of Audrey, sweet Audrey, and Lumiere. Now, so here's the Star Wars collection. This came with the anniversary pack, which was for Darth Vader. It's like very similar to old Kenner displays. And I put the unmasked Darth Vader here because I have a new Darth Vader, which inherently is better. I don't want to get rid of this one because I like the head sculpt. BB-8, and this lightsaber is here. I got this lightsaber for my sister for my birthday, and this is going to go with my Darth Vader costume, which is, again, why you didn't see the Darth Vader helmet on that shelf, is because I'm working on the costume. Now, right here is the new Black Series shelves. I got these shelves, one for heroes, one for villains, and I'm not sure which ones weren't in the original video, but there have been some new ones. I did manage to get Yoda and R2-D2. I remember saying that I wasn't going to get them, but I made up enough money and I was able to get them. So there they are.
Yes, use the force. The snake, it hurts, it does.
And this is a new Leia that I got. I had the first release, and it had a pretty bad head sculpt. This one, however, does not. This has a great head sculpt. I hear they're making another Luke and Rey figure that come with vehicles. I saw the face sculpt on the new Luke, which looks a bit better. Not sure if I'm going to get it, though. Rey, I still debated getting another Rey that came with the lightsaber. I don't know if I am or not. They'll probably make a Last Jedi Rey. I mean, it is already is May the 4th, so we'll see what Star Wars merchandise they have. And so here is the villain stuff. Even though I didn't like Rogue One, I did get a few Rogue One stuff. Some of it was before I knew what to expect, others not really. I did like Chirrut in the film. I did like K2. And I got Krennic before I saw the film, so I'm not really gonna get rid of Krennic for now, because I think he looks pretty good with the Imperial stuff. I said I wasn't getting any Stormtroopers, but I kind of lied. I got a Snowtrooper and AT-AT pilot. And there's... who else? I managed to get Boba Fett. So that's pretty cool. And this is the new Darth Vader. Man, that looks so much better, man. That looks awesome. Okay. And here's some comics. So, moving on. So this is pretty much the same, except the turtle stuff is now here. And I got a Raphael. I'm gonna try and get these turtles right here. I just need a Mikey and Don. And there is a Karai figure. I got this Karai that I think is really cool. I got rid of the Casey Jones, and I'm gonna try and find... actually, the Casey Jones that I had, its wrist broke. But even with that, I was gonna try and get the G1 Casey Jones anyway, so I'm gonna try and see if I can find that. This just looks so cool. Everyone says the new show is really good. I want to get into it. I remember the last video I said I wanted 2 shells for these, and now I got them. So these are the DC icons again, and so you got a Deathstroke right here from Judas Contract, and Aquaman. I actually think everyone likes to pick on Aquaman. While it is kind of fun even for me to pick on Aquaman, I think this figure looks pretty cool. And I do want to learn more about the character, not really through the Justice League films, but through the comics. Here is the animated series stuff. As you've seen, new figures consist of Talia, whose gun is kind of facing down. As hard as I try, she can't really get it forward. And Christmas Joker. This is so funny. I had this constantly moving around the house during the Christmas season. It was fun. Moving on to X-Men. So I got 2 new X-Men. First we'll just say Dazzler. I've never been a big Dazzler fan. I mean, through going through the X-Men stuff and comics now, I'm still relatively new with X-Men. I wasn't a fan, but I love the costume. I love the costume, I love the gimmick. She's kind of this gem type character. Not the movie, but the cartoon gem. And this Jim Lee Cyclops. This is how I remember Cyclops from the X-Men animated series. And this is so cool. The only thing is that these pouches right here, they fall off really easily. And there is going to be a new 2-pack for Classic Cyclops and Dark Phoenix. And I'm looking forward to, I am going to try and at least get Jean Grey loose, but if not, I'll get the set. And I want it because I want to replace this head sculpt. It's a new mold, and I don't really like this figure, so that's a shame, but I would like to replace this head sculpt, if the head even fits on this figure. Hopefully it does. That's why there's like 3 head sculpts in the pack. Now here's the one I'm most proud of, the Spider-Man set. There's been significant changes to this. So I replaced the Toy Biz Shocker with this one. I just like the articulation more, even though there are problems with the figure also. The Green Goblin I didn't replace actually, the Toy Biz Green Goblins with the classic villains. The reason I got this is because I wanted a Green Goblin that I could display without the glider so it wouldn't take up much room. But I also like the Toy Biz Goblin on his glider, so I compromised with the new Goblin that came out. I got that, and I put the Toy Biz Goblin with the Rogues. There's this Jackal figure, which I've never thought I would be happy to have a Jackal figure, because I'm not a Jackal fan. I find him relatively annoying, and he's the reason we got the stupid Clone Wars. Not the Clone Wars, no. The stupid Clone Saga. The Lizard, I got him. I'm excited to have a Lizard. And, okay, so I got the Ultimate Vulture, and the wings barely fit in here. I was thinking, would it be too bad, but it was kind of bad. What I got was a NECA stand, so he's flying and he won't take up that much room, and so Electro is standing on the base. And I think this looks pretty cool. I would like a classic Vulture, but still this is cool. All I need is the Mysterio to complete the Sinister Six. But there's not much space, so I'm gonna have to stop getting Spider-Man stuff, unfortunately. I'm gonna try and get the Mary Jane, I'm gonna try and get Mysterio, I'm gonna try and get Tombstone, because I loved the Spectacular Spider-Man and I want a Tombstone. Unless I could find a way to squeeze in another Chameleon, but that's a big if, because man, look at all these things. Not a whole lot has changed with the villain setup, except Toy Biz Goblin is in there, as you can see. And I did get a Nuke. There's Nuke. I would love to get a Thanos, like the Diamond Select Thanos, and put in the background. He's not too expensive, but he's kind of up there. So I'll see if I'm gonna try and get him. Thanos is gonna be pretty popular with Infinity War, so I should get him soon. So here's the Avengers setup again, and let's see what is new. Okay, so Ant-Man is new. I managed to snag Ant-Man. There he is. And so Doctor Strange, if you watch the last video, you see it's a different Doctor Strange, but you'll notice this is the cape that he wore. The Toy Biz Doctor Strange had this horrible cape. This is the Toy Biz Doctor Strange. He had a horrible cape that restricted articulation and just covered up the whole body. So I learned this from 2 sources, from Marvel's What The, and I learned this from Shartimus Prime, an action figure reviewer. And what I did is I got rid of that bulky cape, and I put the new Marvel Legends Doctor Strange cape on this figure. And I think it looks awesome. I just can't stop looking at this. I love the colors and everything. It's so cool. Here are the Arkham villains again. Only thing that's different is that the giant Bane is right there. Looks pretty cool, looks sick. And right here, that's new, is there's an Oracle figure, and there's a Batgirl figure, which is pretty cool. There's some paint problems with the Batgirl figure, like some black is bleeding onto the chin now. I think it's really showing up all too well. Get out of the way, Batman. I'm not sure if it's showing up, but it's there. Here's a section I didn't show off before, or maybe I have in some Halloween videos, but this is some people have shelves for movies, and because I mostly take up my shelves for figures, I decided to just keep one movie shelf, and this is the movie shelf for my horror films in chronological order, because it's a big thing with me. I like to keep things in chronological order. So this is a Phantom of the Opera. If you're going to get any release of the 1925 Phantom of the Opera film, get this. This is the Milestone Collection. It's hard to come by, but it has a really good orchestral score, a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, some commentaries, really good. This Invisible Man says, really cool. This is, well, we'll get to that. And all this other stuff is really cool. Godzilla 1985, and oops, can't go anywhere without running into some figures. There's Red Dragon and Van Helsing. This is the deluxe extended edition of Peter Jackson's King Kong. Yeah, I'm that crazy. I don't really watch it, but I love the bonus content. This is on VHS. My sister got this for me, the special edition Star Wars. She thought that this was the VHS copy of the original unaltered Star Wars. It's not, but it's still cool that she thought of me for that. Now here's, if you've watched my friend Tag Movie Reviews, he did a video on Rogue One, which I was fortunate to be a part of, and you saw this selection here, where it's all Star Wars canon material in chronological order. And some of the Star Wars stuff that I have for A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, it has, as a bonus feature, not the best quality, but it's still there, the unaltered Star Wars. So no Han shooting, no Greedo shooting Han first, or any of that junk. And even though it's not technically canon anymore, what do I have next to A New Hope? But boom! Yeah, I did that. So it's there. I'm reading Thrawn right now. It's really good. I'm loving that. And so there we go. There's some Wizard of Oz stuff. And also here are some comics. Here's originally the Batman or Marvel stuff is up here and vice versa for this shelf, but I just squished them all into this one shelf to make room for the Star Wars shelf. So here is my Batman collection and a few Titans and Superman. This one I remember getting years ago. This is the Joker mask. Really bizarre. And this is a really good one also, the Lost episode where it had Two-Face in the 66 show. There's some What If comics, Infinity Gauntlet. There's new Spider-Man collection. There's Death of the Stacys, Spider-Man Breath of Venom. There's also, if you can see, the real Clone Saga, which is how the Clone Saga was going to go. There's some X-Men stuff right here. And there's this Marvel version of Dracula. This is just the Bram Stoker novel with pictures. Just think it was cool. And there's Watchmen V for Vendetta. And also we have some books. There's some filmmaking books. And these are, I love these Barnes & Noble classics. There's a cheap way to get some of the classic books. There's Phantom of the Opera, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Treasure Island. I just finished Treasure Island, 20,000 Leagues. Both excellent books. Love it. I watched the Disney 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. There's differences, but it's still pretty cool. I hear they're going to try and make that into a movie also. And Lord of the Rings, Sherlock Holmes, love that book series. And some movie books. And the last thing I'll show off, some movie posters. There's a Thrawn poster, came with the Thrawn book. This is the Shin Godzilla poster. And there's the Phantom of the Opera mask hanging on the wall. Alright, this was pretty fun. I hope you enjoyed this. There is a review on the way for Hunchback of Notre Dame. Which one? Stay tuned and find out. See you guys later.